I'm a big fan of Elon, especially after this election. I think he is the most important person of our generation.
Well, he's our Einstein.
Yeah.
Really, probably more our Nikola Tesla, but I don't want him to be put off in the dustbin of history like we have Tesla.
Yeah. You know, and he's always on the cutting edge. And I remember one of the detractors of doing what you were just talking about was, you know, by the time it gets to the last person on the line, will the technology have already moved on to something else? And you're right. I mean, it really has.
But I mean, having
satellites and
we got to have people within 90 days. Yeah. Every rural Mississippian that qualified for the assistance could have had, or qualified for it, could have had Starlink at a much cheaper price.
Yeah.
This is something I agree with some Democrats on that have made this point. I think that Jay Allen guy brought this up one time, and I agree 100%. This money that we're wasting for rural high-speed internet that we realized we needed during COVID. Because of the home learning situation.
So I'm just trying to think back when we discussed that, it was going to go through all the rural electric co-ops because they already had the power lines, and it was going to follow the power lines to the houses. And you know, it was, and you know, when we were talking about it, by the time you set up a whole nother department to run it, it's almost like technology is already past that. Yeah. But it was originally designed to stop brain drain. So the kid who's, you know, in the sticks can log on, do his homework, or, you know, or maybe even do a job from home and not move out of the state. And that was kind of the concept of doing it.
Like, to me, this is a much bigger fight that should be being fought than school choice. I mean, I'm not saying you can't do two things here, but internet, because we say rural and we're thinking out in the middle of a cotton field or up in the soybean field in the Delta, Scott County.
Oh, yeah. Rankin can. Yeah.
And they got to go far to be rural out high-speed internet around here.
In Florida, I remember, you know, not all of the co-ops, electric co-ops were for it. You know, they kind of said like, well, we just can't support this.
Didn't it pass?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's a whole department set up in the state that is Sally Doty runs
waste,
and you know, they're trying to implement it, but you know, that, and one of the things got brought up, and you know, Starlink, when that really was talked about, you know, Starlink wasn't really, if it was around, it was pretty new.
Its new capacity is like phenomenal. I mean, it's not quite, you know, it ain't to fiber yet, but I mean, it's really good.
Then those things into you know, a disaster area, the hurricane hit North Carolina. And I think it showed in 3 minutes you're on and you're operating. It's pretty fascinating. But, you know, I don't think it was when it was really getting, you know, talked about. I don't think that was an option at the time.
Maybe.
But, yeah, I mean, it's something we should look at.
I mean, can we not? I mean, I know you're one person. Mm-hmm. I'm just talking aloud here.
Yeah.
Thinking aloud, should I say. Obviously, I'm talking aloud. If I'm talking, I'm being hyperbolic. Oh, anyway. I'm just kidding. But I think it's something to go back and look at and say, hey, this looks like it's going to be inefficient and a lot of waste to move forward, doing what we were doing here as originally planned. Technology has advanced. We can save a lot of money and time, more so than anything. And I'm sure there's going to be some contractor out there that was going to hit it big, helping implement all this stuff. But hey, sorry, not sorry. Here's a buyout check, something like that. This is way easier. You know, give everybody a voucher for Starlink.
It's something to have a conversation about.
You know, really? I mean, I think you save a lot of money, and then technology evolves. You're not stuck with old technology.
Yeah. So our old buddy Elon, he's going to have it figured out. It'll just update.
Sean, have you ever used Starlink or anything?
No, I've never used it
either. I've watched a few videos about it and stuff, and like I say, it's advancing.
My sister's got it in Colorado, like rural. Yeah, she loves it.
It's advancing pretty fast as far as the technology, and they can do a lot of firmware updates.
Right.
You know, so they say obviously the satellites will age a little bit, but apparently the technology can advance without having to
just try like the Xbox gets updated, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Or your iPhone, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yep.
That's a new iPhone update.
And they're constantly launching new batches of satellites. I just think it's really cool. I mean, a lot of like satellite drone swarms up there. Thank you for tuning in to the Clay Edwards Show here, wherever you may be watching this video. Real quick, it's brought to you by the free testosterone screenings at Men's Health of Mississippi. Ladies, don't let the name fool you. You're welcome to take advantage of the free testosterone screenings as well. All you got to do is text my name, all caps, Clay, to 601-327-8550. Just a few of the symptoms that could be brought on by low testosterone include, but are not limited to, fatigue, decreased muscle tone, lack of energy,
low libido, that's your sex drive, brain fog, and even sleep disturbances. It helped my mental health and depression a lot too, believe it or not. Again, text my name, 601-327-8550. Text Clay to 601-327-8550. And they're going to get you hooked up out there at their Madison office. That's Men's Health of Mississippi.